Shalom, it's your brother Yarash Shamath from the GMS Champaign, Illinois branch. Before all things, I'm going to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Alright, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth with righteousness and sincerity. Alright, Shalom, man. I just want to play a little bit of this, filter it out with the scriptures, Lord willing, is edifying for the elect's sake, who we endure all things for.
Is over for retailer Party City. The company told corporate employees on a call today the business would be winding down operations immediately after nearly 40 years, and today would be their last day of work. It's unclear right now if retail stores are also clossing immediately. The chain is the largest party supply store in the U.S. and recently exited bankruptcy in 2023. This news comes one day after Big Lots announced it would be closing all of its U.S. stores.
We have been left with no other choice but to begin winding down Party City.
Rest in peace to Party City, as they announced today they are completely shutting down. In a call with the CEO today, he announced that Party City is officially closing down in America and that every one of its employees had their last day of work today. Just 5 days before Christmas, this guy hops on a Zoom call and tells everybody that they are fired starting today. Now, this does not affect any of the Party Cities in Canada, but that's because those are owned by a separate company called Canadian Tire Group. Now, out of the 750 stores that Party City has across the world, the Canada ones are only 69 of them. And this is what Party City looked like just this past Halloween. Everybody lining up to get their Halloween costumes that are just not going to get them anymore. And that is leaving room for Spirit Halloween, who usually just pops up for a month before Halloween, to come in and take all of Party City's business. On top of that, this is following the same trend as Big Lots, which is also shutting down after being in business for 40 years. And besides Party City having to close, which is sad, the fact that all of these employees, which are tens of thousands, were told 5 days before Christmas, all of a sudden that today is their last day, is absolutely heartbreaking.
You know, I done been through a lot of layoffs. And I've been in corporate America a long time, 30 years to be exact. And I've never, ever seen a layoff that Party City did today. That was horrible. That was unprofessional. And it was just heartless. There is no reason you should be laying somebody off the day of, with no severance package, 5 days before Christmas. Nothing. That was horrible. That was horrible. That wasn't thought through in the climate that we're in. And y'all wonder why people are snapping, because you're positioning them to not have anything. That was heartless. There was no thought process into that. If you knew something was going on, there should have been some preparation. That was horrible. That was horribly done. And I don't care, what was going on in the business itself. It should have been handled better. And that's, bro. And y'all wonder why these people are snapping. You're positioning them to do that when you do things like this. It's crazy. All I could do is shake my head. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Imagine laying off over 60,000 employees just days before Christmas. Well, Party City just did. And for many of these employees, they just found out on Friday. So Party City is closing all of its stores nationwide. And this is not something you just find out overnight. So why are employees finding out just days before a major holiday that they won't have a job? These companies won't even give you a day's notice. So why are you giving 2 weeks notice when you decide to quit? And that's why it's extremely important that you always put yourself above any corporation. They simply do not care about your well-being.
Alright, this Revelation 18 and 22.
This news is funded by viewers like you. Please
Revelation 18 and 22. And the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall heard no more at all in thee. So the work is being done away with over here in America, man. Slowly but surely, All right, for the last say what, almost a decade, we've been in something called probably longer than that, honestly. But as far as I've been aware, we've been in something called a retail apocalypse. All right, so you have a lot of stores that's going out of business because the economy is shit, man, and it really can't sustain itself. So you have a lot of work that's being taken away from the American citizens, which is ultimately going to put them in a trick bag. Because at the same time, you have the work going out. You have AI robots and AI software and hardware is being created to replace human labor. All right, so it's a domino effect of things that's going to result in people being out of work, ultimately poor and desperate. All right, Esau, he likes to do things to bring in countermeasures for those type of things. He has something called a universal income that he wants to implement on people. All right, where you will get a set amount of money throughout a period of time. All right, that he's in full control of. You won't work, you'll see this, and if you go against protocols and rules and regulations, then he'll deduct or take it all away from you. Or eliminate your what's the word I'm looking for? He won't let you be integrated in the society, man, to come. All right, which is ultimately all this is going to be marketed through the CHIP. All right, the MOTB. That's eventually. Oh, that's what all roads are leading towards, man. So this is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, "In a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease." Now you go into this word grinders, goes into work. So it says when the work shall cease, because there are few, all right, there's not going to be much work. It said, and they look out the windows, and those that look out the windows be darkened. All right, so that future in America is not looking so bright anymore, man. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right. So the work. These are all signs of the end. All right, the end is manifested in speaking. Brothers who are in the know and the truth, you can see it playing daily, man. But these people don't see it. Isaiah 19:14, it says, "The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." Now, we know that America, is spiritually Egypt as well, man. Spiritually Babylon, spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, because it takes those same vibrations, those philosophies, that way of life, all right, and the things that they worshipped. All right, America bows their knee to the same deities. All right, so it says it will cause Egypt to err. All right, we're speaking on spiritual Egypt, man, which is America. It says, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And in that day Egypt shall be like unto a woman, and shall be afraid and feared because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it." So the work is going to be done away with, man. We're coming into those times, man. It's here. But I don't want to drag the lesson on no more than need be. So Lord willing, this was edifying for the elect's sake, who we endure all things for. So with that, I'm going to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. All right, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim that is out there, pushing this truth, with righteousness and sincerity. All right, Akim, keep pushing, keep enduring. Till next time, Akim, shalom.